Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another daily show here on the Greymane Gaming channel. Today is, of course, Monday. Wait a minute. We need to change that around. Jedi mind trick. Hello. Hello there. Today is Friday. Can't do that with a straight face anymore. Today is Monday. I hope yours is starting out in a magical way. School, work, whatever you're doing this Monday morning, I hope it is magical. Oh, it was a long weekend. Hey, I missed you guys. I was gone for 2 days straight. Oh, it never happens that way. And I took off Saturday because I needed a break. And then Sunday night, I started to feel ill. I started to feel under the weather with an upset stomach. And then I just got so cold. I literally had 5 heavy blankets on me, 5 comforters on me, and I still could not get warm. Even though my body was hot, I still could not get warm. I don't know what happened. I had a small fever of about 100. It was like 99.9 or something, and I just did not feel well, and I just said, I gotta sleep. So I slept all the way until Sunday morning, almost into the afternoon, and I said, I just don't feel like doing a show today. I had literally no energy, and so I guess that was Saturday night, not Sunday night. Saturday night into Sunday is what I'm talking about, and so I took an extra day, and I made a small video last night, Jedi Survivor video. I was feeling better, but I feel fine now, so it's all good. I don't know what happened. I was under the weather. I did not want to do anything. So I apologize for not being here. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope all you moms out there had a spectacular, magical Mother's Day with your family. I'm sorry I missed it. I was eager to get in here and wish you all a happy Mother's Day yesterday, but I just could not do it. So big apologies from me to you. I hope you had a beautiful time with your family. All right, let's get to the news. We have some news today. We've got Disney Dreamlight has put out dropped another hint, another emoji hint. We have a chat bubble, a blue chat bubble. Something is itching my arm, and it's on my side here. I don't know what it is. It was poking into my arm. A blue chat bubble. We have a purple heart, and we have a downward arrow. Now, people are saying it's this and that. A lot of people are saying that it's Rapunzel, because they said in the next update we have another princess on the way in. I do remember that, so it could possibly be Rapunzel, because her dress is purple, I believe, and, to let her hair down is the down symbol, but I don't know, it could mean anything. It could be, we've had these discussions before and they've all been wrong, so I'm not even going to attempt to guess. I can only say that I hope it's I hope that... Oh, I got another one of these Buzz quests again. I didn't even notice that. That it is... it could be anything, but I hope it is Rapunzel. It'd be really cool if it was. So they're hinting. So the summer update is going to be on its way soon. We only have a few days, don't we? We have exactly 2 days left. 2 days to get your stuff done. I got to get my stuff done. I have to take Scrooges out fishing, which I'll have to do today. I've got so much to do. I've been playing so much Zelda. I know I haven't been putting up a lot of videos, but here's the thing, okay? I put up a small video tonight because I've been playing a lot of Zelda, and it just takes a lot of editing, because in Zelda, unless you want your subscribers to sit there and watch you exploring Hyrule, which can get extremely boring, because there are parts of Zelda that are boring. I mean, you're running around and it gets kind of meh. And I find that this iteration of Zelda, this Tears of the Kingdom, is a little bit on the it's got a little yawn cycle to it there a bit. I love it, but there are parts of it that I was falling asleep, and there's not a lot of enemies to start when you start out. There's not. I mean, it's like barren lands. All right, so so what I'm doing is I have all this video that I recorded, and now I'm editing it, and it's taken me forever. So I'm putting up small bits as I get them edited. So you'll have to bear with me if you want to watch. But this way I'm cutting out all the running around and, all that stuff. Anything that's important, any kind of puzzles, any kind of using the Ultra Hand, I'll record and then I'll cut it out and I'll put it in pieces into the main video. But running around the field and, collecting mushrooms, I won't put in the video. I don't want an hour or 2 hour long video of me collecting mushrooms, and, so that's why it's taken so long. I played a lot of the game, and I just haven't put it out yet. So that will be coming in pieces this week as I edit more and more. But recording and editing, it all takes time. But it is a massive, massive game. It's massive. And it just, there's a lot of running around, and until you get your portal straightened out or whatnot, your travel, it is a lot of running around. So and I've been making a lot of those, trees. I've been making a lot of bridges. I mean, I've made what probably would equate to a mile-long bridge out of just trees, using the Ultra Hand. So, the Ultra Hand is a cool tool, but it is frustrating as all get out. It is just the way that it just maneuvers weird. So that too, I mean, I'm sure I've edited out a lot of curse words in there somewhere because it can get a little frustrating. But those videos will be out this week at some point as I edit them. What else do we have here? We have, I think that's it for the news for Dreamlight. I watched this. I was up last night. Speaking of editing, I was up this morning, earlier, and I was watching the Twilight Zone on MeTV, and I saw this really cool Twilight Zone episode. It had Jeanette. What's her last name? I forget her last name now. Jeanette. It's coming to me. Jeanette Nolan, who was married to one of my. Well, not one of my favorite actors, but one of my favorite old-time actors, because I watch MeTV a lot. When I'm working, when I'm doing my regular job, I have the TV on all the time. And I really have grown attached to MeTV, which has all old shows. And I really have liked the show Wagon Train, and it has this guy on it named John McIntyre, and he reminds me of my grandfather. So I've really become attached to him in that way because he reminds me of my grandfather so much. So her husband, so that was her husband. So I was watching her on this episode of The Twilight Zone last night, and it was such a cool episode. It was written by Earl Hamner, who wrote The Waltons. I mean, this is stuff you learn in journalism when you're in journalism in the entertainment, section. You learn all this stuff. So Earl Hamner was the creator and the writer of The Waltons. Anyway, he wrote this episode of The Twilight Zone. And this guy and his dog are hunters, right? They hunt raccoons. And he ends up to where he drowns trying to save his dog that chased a raccoon into the water. And they both die. And then he comes back. They don't realize that they're dead. And he comes back and he ends up at what he thinks are the gates of hell. Or heaven, sorry. At the gates of heaven. And he thinks he's talking to St. Peter. And his dog keeps on trying to pull him away from this guy and this gate. And the guy is trying to lure him into the gate. Say, oh, go on. There, no dogs allowed, but you can go, right? And so he's like, nah. He's like, but you can't bring your dog, he says. You can go in to heaven, but you can't bring your dog. And so his dog refuses, and he said, and of course he said, you can't bring your dog in here. So he's like, no, I'm not going anywhere that they don't allow my dog. So he's like, well, then you're gonna have to, or like Saint Pino, the fake Saint Peter says that you're gonna have to walk the road of eternity now for the rest of your life. So, or for the rest of eternity, because you don't have any, you're dead. But so he and his dog, they skip that that gate, and they walk the road of eternity. And eventually they run into this young guy, and he's like, oh, I found you guys. And he's like, so they ask him who he is. He's like, well, I'm going to lead you to heaven. He's like, well, I just passed Heaven's Gate. He's like, that's not Heaven's Gate, that's Hell's Gate. They don't want like dogs in there because dogs can recognize who Satan is and the demons are. It was the coolest thing. So you need a dog to not get lured into hell, and you can bring them to hell. I thought it was the greatest story ever. So I know I kind of messed it all around, but the moral of the story is he brought his dog into heaven, and it saved him from going to hell. So bring your dog with you. It was cool. It was a cool story. So that was the moral. Before we do trivia, I wanted to do one more thing. Speaking of dogs, there was a story that ran in Kentucky, in Hardin County. So if anyone is listening from that area of Kentucky, please listen. There was a woman there. Her name is Morgan Barrick, and she is a disgusting human being. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to add any more words into that, because if I said any more, it would get beyond the point of where it wouldn't be nice. But this woman was entrusted with people's dogs, and 21 of them she harmed, and I'm not going to say it, but where the story goes. But that's not the reason. I don't want to upset anyone this morning.
Hello?
The only reason that I'm bringing this up is because Hardin County animal shelter has taken in the survivors of this woman's disgusting, deplorable cruelty, and they are looking for help with money and with what does it say here? Purina dog food. Says to help the animals rescued from the home, people can donate to Hardin County Animal Shelter. To donate, click here. I'll leave the link in the description of this video. The shelter is looking for Purina dog food. So please, if you have it in your heart, these animals went through hell with this woman. She has literally destroyed human lives and animal lives. I mean, she has taken people's pets from them, and she's a disgusting human being. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But if you can help out the Hardin County Animal Shelter, please click the link below. I would appreciate it, and you guys are awesome. So I know that you will do what you can if you can. So I appreciate it. All right, let's get to trivia. Trivia question that I posted up a couple of days ago. There wasn't really a trivia question. It was just to post what your favorite Star Wars movie is, and you'll get points. Okay, so we're going to read those comments now and see if what people have said. The trivia question for today will be who had the highest midi-chlorian count in Star Wars? Who had the highest midi-chlorian count in Star Wars? Okay, thank you for that. I don't know why I just said thank you, but thank you anyway. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. You know what? It's early. It's Monday. You'll have to forgive me. So, I wanted to read some of the comments that were posted. There was one. I think we have a person here who they were commenting on the hint that Gameloft had given for the update, and someone said it better be an update for the Switch and the crashes. So I wanted to let you all know that it's apparent that the Switch crashes a lot. So if you're having problems with that, it seems like it's a normal thing. I've had a couple of crashes on, at least once a day if I'm on here for a long time. I've had a few. So it's just, it's in early access, and it is what it is in the end. But so there you go. There's also a person says, I'm tired of Scrooge's shop being a rehash. Get more stuff in there. I think that's okay. And then, of course, we have the early summer. Unveil the secret to the forgetting. A princess races into the valley, and it has purple. So I'm thinking it's going to be. It's going to be Rapunzel. So, all right, let's get to the comments now. I wanted to cover that before I got off into the comments. All right, our first comment today is on how to make Snow White's gooseberry pie, and it's from Gem Ninja. Gem Ninja says, thanks for the recipe. Oh, no, this is an old one. Never mind. I think there was a comment on that I released, so that's an old one. I appreciate the comment at Gem Ninja, even though it was 6 months ago. We've got Robot Shaz says how to make beignets. Robot Shaz says, thanks for this. I was stuck on a duty and this helped. Oh, you're welcome, Robot Shaz. Thank you for commenting. I'm glad that it could be of help to you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Brenda McIntyre says, or McIntyre. I'm thinking of John McIntyre still. Brenda McBride. I'm telling you, it is definitely Monday. It is definitely Monday. You guys have to excuse my, my airheadedness this morning. It's Monday. Brenda McBride. What did I say? McIntyre. I'm thinking of John McIntyre still. He's great in that show, though. Wagon Train. Anyway, let's not get off. Oh, what is this? Oh, never mind. I thought it was. You see, it's one of those. It's Monday. All right. Brenda McBride says, A New Hope is my favorite Star Wars movie. Have a great weekend, Grammy. No, thank you. I had a great weekend. I hope you did as well. Holly Larson says, Return of the Jedi was my favorite, but the first original 3 were the best for me, probably because I saw them all in a theater. All right, right on, Holly. Awesome. DakotaTwlight says, to be honest, I haven't seen one Star Wars movie. I just wasn't interested. I grew up with the television series Star Trek, but I wasn't a big movie person. I saw some Disney movies in the cinema. I preferred watching them at home. Cinema is too overwhelming. I can understand that. DakotaTwlight says again, or also says, thank you for cheering me up with your grandpa story. What story? Oh, like the beer run my grandfather used to make. Oh yeah, I made out with those. It's like, whenever he asked, who wants to go, on a flower delivery with me? Who wants to go? I'd be the first one, right? I want to go. In my mind, I had to like, cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah, that was my grandfather. He stopped at every bar. River Run. Don't tell your grandmother. Here's $1. I should have raised my prices. No, if you want to buy my silence, it's going to cost you at least $5. Let's see. Dakota says, my grandpa had also humor, though he didn't drink because he had an alcohol problem in his youth. Okay, well, I guess my grandpa had an alcohol problem in his old age. So there you go. He was great. He was a great man, I'll tell you. Both my grandfathers were amazing people, both of them. My grandfather was on each side. They were just spectacular people. I got my love of animals from my grandfather on my dad's side. My grandfather on my dad's side was he wanted to be a priest. Okay, he actually went to seminary school, and then he got drafted into World War II. And he was older. He got drafted from what I remember, like at 31. So he was an older, like an older soldier. and he wanted to be a priest. And because he had gone to war and had, of course, had to make some choices, he decided he wasn't worthy of God because of some of the of the laws. I don't know, what do they call? Are they called sacraments? I don't know what they're called, sacraments or whatever. That he broke while he was in war. So he never felt worthy of becoming a priest. So he got married and then, had my dad and my uncles. But he was a very peaceful man. He was the kind of person that does not belong in war, because he was just all about peace and just a very admirable and gentle soul. Was my grandfather. Let's see. We have Christine Lynch. Hello, Christine. Good morning. Christine says, very sad day. Oh, no. When you started like this, I know something's... had to have my Chihuahua of 19 years put down today. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. He had 7 seizures back to back. The vet said we needed to do it. Been crying all day. He crossed the Rainbow Bridge. His name is Dallas. Oh, poor Dallas. You were a wonderful dog, Dallas. 19 years. That's beautiful, though, to be 19. He was my daughter's service dog. How's your daughter doing? That's the first question that comes to my mind. She's epileptic with learning disabilities. Oh, man. I hope she's okay. That breaks my heart. That stings. That does sting. So sad. That is very sad. How is your daughter doing? That's, we get attached, right? We get attached to our animals, and I can't imagine how your daughter feels right now. And it breaks I don't want to see anyone hurting. I remember, and I've told this story before, I remember when I brought one of my dogs, he had to be put to sleep. He had a stroke. And he was 14, and then I also had this other dog that had cancer, and she was around the same age. And when I brought my dog with cancer, and she goes, she's not going to live long. We're going to have to probably, put her to sleep. And she goes, but I'll tell you something. You've had 14 great years with her. She's had a beautiful life with you. You should be proud of the life that you've given this dog, because there are many dogs who don't see that. She said, I've seen dogs that have come in here who are 8 months old who I've had to put down because of this same kind of cancer. And they haven't lived life yet. You've given this dog life, and you should be proud of that. She's happy. She had a beautiful life with you. She had a full life, and that is, you have to be happy about that. And I was like, you're right. There are dogs in shelters who die every day that are just little puppies and stuff. So I'm glad. I have 2 dogs right now who are each 10 years old, and I think about when I lose them all the time. What am I going to do? But then I was like, I can't be that selfish, because we've had a great life. They've had a great life. I've had a great life with them. I think of all the dogs that don't ever have that kind of life. They don't have that experience. So, you have to cherish what you had, and I hope that has some kind of comfort to you, Christine, because you did a beautiful job. 19 years old, that's amazing. You did a beautiful job, and I really, really feel for you and your daughter. So I hope you guys are okay. So, all right, let's move on to Kristy Crow. Kristy Crow says, A New Hope will always be my number one, or it will be number one in my book. Okay. A New Hope. Yeah. Pink Rose says, Happy Weekend Eve. Thank you so much for the easy trivia question. I haven't gotten my sleep today because of Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, I know. I'm putting so much into that right now. I put 11 hours in it already. Oh, wow, nice. Anyway, my trivia answer is The Empire Strikes Back. I think that's probably a majority of people. They like The Empire Strikes Back. It is probably one of the better movies of the Star Wars movies. That could change, but for now, that is my favorite. Have a magical day. Well, thank you. You too have a magical day. Redk says, I know that is Buzz's kitchen set, but I don't really like the color. I like some of the items. Maybe they will recolor them in the future. Maybe red and black, or red and the wood would stay the same. I would love a red combination cupboard. Okay. That was on the Daily Show video he was commenting on. Kristy Crow says, sorry, I did not like the older Zelda games. Breath of the Wild is my favorite. Okay. I don't know. There's just something that they're just so expansive right now. It's just, I spent a long time in this new game, for the first few hours, just trying to find an enemy, right? It was just so empty. It just seemed so empty. Every now and again you'd find a robot, but it just seemed so empty. So, but I get where you're coming from. But I'll always love Majora's Mask. That'll always be my favorite. Redk says, I don't have a favorite movie because I have never seen a Star Wars movie. Really? I just know what people tell me. I still get excited whenever I see lightsabers in movies. I used to say, these aren't the droids you're looking for a lot, but it was because of a season 2 episode of the show Supernatural. Maybe one day I'll watch them now that I know that it's not impossible to catch up, unlike a certain TV that's been around since the black and white days. Okay. Hopefully I'll get points if you ever decide to ask this question again in the future, because I would be able to give you an answer. Okay. I'll give you points for that one, Redk. All right. Don't worry. I'll give you points for that one. You answered, so. Redk says, speaking of helping people, did you know that there are support groups for people who have lost their pet? Yes, there are pet bereavement counselors. Yeah. It's one of the, they say that losing a pet is one of the hardest things that you can go through. It is. It is very hard. It's losing a family member, so. Pink Rose says, like Mario has to save Peach. Correct. That's what we were talking about. Peter Ferguson says, for Speedstorm and DDV, my Switch SW, or his Switch ID is 0738 7527 5587 to play with you, Greymane. Okay. I haven't put it up there yet because I really have just, I've been like running around Zelda for almost 3 days. Wow, shattered his sword, says Kristy Crow. Yes. Kristy Crow says, at Greymane Gaming sounds good. I fixed my microphone on OBS. I found the issue. I think the videos from now on OBS should be fine. I've changed them all out, and OBS is touchy, so hopefully they will come through now. It was at a point where I heard them. It was louder at the beginning, and then towards the end it would get like very loud like this. I don't know why I did it, but it did. Holly Larson says, on the first Zelda video, I didn't hear you during, I don't know what that word, gameplay, maybe? Only at the beginning and the end. I only commented at the beginning and end. I didn't do a whole lot of commentary because it would be a lot of talking if I'm running around through Hyrule and all that. So it is. I thought you were so engrossed in playing you weren't commenting. That's what happened. I wasn't commenting. She says, I missed your voice. Well, thank you. Yeah, I didn't talk a lot. Kristy Crow says that Greymane Gaming, I did not hear much talking at all, and yes, I think around 31 minutes it was a very low. Yeah, that's true. Sorry to clear my throat there. Peter Ferguson has put up some limited time codes from the Friendship of what is it called? Friendship of Foolishness that they had on the Disney Discord. I didn't do it because I don't like Discord because it's been hacked so many times that I don't like putting my information on there. So, but there are all the codes. If you guys want to grab them, they will be in the comments. Okay, Shawna Rice says, I liked every one of the Star Wars movies the same, and I can't decide which one is my favorite one. So I have to say that they're all my favorite. Okay, right on. Angela Davis says, good morning. I have not really kept up with the Star Wars movies. Don't hate me, please. We'll never hate you, Angela. I hope everything works out for you, Cindy. I hope you have a magical day. Thank you so much. Angela Davis says, hi, I don't like naps either. Okay. Right on. Neojet says, so I'm just playing this is a long paragraph. So I'm just playing this game, minding my own business. I'm definitely way ahead of you because I'm already on the surface. Well, because you don't see me on the surface in the videos, I've been playing all week. Yeah, I'm just, I'm putting up the videos in short, small pieces as I edit them. So I'm way ahead of the videos. So I was just exploring. I got killed by a stone tablet, one of the moving big rocky guys, and I'm like, that's fair. I only have like 4 hearts. So I leave the cave it's in, and I start exploring some more. And then I see an enemy that I don't recognize. I tried to get a closer look at it, and it spots me. I'm thinking, no big deal. I can just, what the heck is that thing? Please put me down. I do not like being picked up by you. It grabbed me. I did not like that. Okay. Needless to say, I teleported away, saved my game, closed it, and put my Switch in stock. It's 1 a.m. when I'm typing this. I don't know if I can go to sleep. But I found an enemy that I hate 0 out of 10. Do not want to see that thing again. I don't know what it was called. I didn't get a picture of it, and I don't want to see it again ever. The bright Ganons in Breath of the Wild were super cute in comparison to whatever the heck that thing was. Okay. I'm writing this at like 1 a.m, so I'm going to attempt to sleep, but that was scary. I definitely need to work on getting more hearts. I was not a happy camper. Good morning and good night. I'm going to only explore during the day in my game now. I'm watching this because I'm too tired to try and sleep. Oh, right on. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Neojet. Pink Rose says on Star Wars Jedi Survivor, love the blaster and lightsaber combo. Got a new lightsaber today in Jedi Survivor if you watch the current video. Jennifer Schultz commenting on how to make a basil, depending on where you're from, omelet. Okay. Well, thank you so much. She says, I appreciate your videos. Thank you so much, Jennifer Schultz. I appreciate your comment. Brenda McBride says, good afternoon, Gray Mane. The keyword... Oh, I don't want to say that. Don't want to say any keywords. These are all keywords. Okay. Kristy Crow says, not Koroks. Yeah, Koroks. What do we got? Pink Rose says, cool on solve the Inisa Shrine. Christine says, how to make coffee says, thank you. You're welcome, Christine. Live Jensen says, on the Skywalker Saga Operation Stardust, I'm stuck at the part after defeating the thief. The green marker is there signalizing I have the plans, but the quest hasn't been updated. Is there anything I can do to fix it? While talking to the thief, he's all like, ugh, this wasn't the plan, and etc. Oh, so, boy, I don't know about that. If you've got the quest item and you're on the actual quest, it's not completing, is that what you're saying? You can always leave the quest. I think you can abandon the quest and then re-grab it again, maybe? But I don't know. If you've already completed the quest and it's just not completing, then I don't know what the issue would be. There are a lot of glitches in that Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga Live Jensen. So I don't know about that, but I hope you get it solved. Peter Ferguson says, May the 15th, happy My Trek Monday, Grayman. Well, thank you, whatever that means. LOL, My Trek Friday, Grayman. Yes. Mind Trick. That's right. Mind Trick Monday, Mind Trick Friday. Exactly. It is Mind Trick Friday, Peter. So happy hello there. Today is Friday. Jedi Mind Trick Friday, Peter. Thank you so much. Peter Ferguson says, you can do it, Grayman. Yes, I can. Of course I can. Kristy Crow says, okay, that's a keyword. All right, we got the rest keywords. So that's going to be it for all of the comments, questions, and all of my airheadedness today. I'm just kind of loopy, but that's all right. We'll kind of muddle through it. All right, let's head up to Scrooges shop here. I don't know what that new quest is for Buzz, but I'll get that later. I got a lot to do in Dreamlight today, so I got to finish up my duties. The update is a coming, folks. I hope it's a good one. Look at this. I have really lacked in my duties here. But I'll clean these up later because this video is getting long already. Where are we at? Oh yeah, we gotta hurry. We're over half an hour. All right. So today's $40,000 showcase window. We have the Scarlet Showman's gown. That's a lot of cannolis. For $1,200, we've got the pale pink cottage dress. And by the way, the grandfather that said that's a lot of cannolis, that's the same one that would hand me the dollar bills. $330 for the blue backpack.
Bye-bye.
$2,000 for the blue sailor's cap from Mickey and Friends.
Thank you kindly.
$6,000 for the white pearls of freedom necklace from Cinderella. $10,000 for the red pearl clasp heels from Mickey and Friends.
Thank you kindly.
$600 for the black crop cardigan. I think we just come in this shop every day just so we can see if anything has changed. $12,000 for the pink off the shoulder shell crop top.
Thank you kindly.
$2,600 for the green high-waisted jeans. $1,500 for the old plaster and brick wallpaper. I'll take that. That's different.
Thank you kindly.
$480 for the red double door glass top cupboard.
Bye-bye now.
$6,400 for the painted wardrobe from Cinderella. I'll grab that. I don't know if I have it or not already, but I'll grab it.
Kindly.
I like the colors. $35.20 for the enchanting nightstand from Cinderella.
Bye-bye.
Oh, the most awesome night lamp there is. $20.40 for this Lion Cub nightlight. Isn't that awesome? Absolutely love that. I already have two, I think, though.
Thank you kindly.
$10.35 for the sleek toaster. $3.24 for the philodendron in orange pot.
Thank
I
you
missed this one.
kindly.
$7.63 for the two-headed torch from Lilo and Stitch. Or $7.65.
Bye-bye now.
Look like a 3. We have $11.25 for the large red modern couch. Modern, yeah, if you're in the 70s, that'd be modern. $4,000 for the classic blue hammock from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh. Bye-bye now.
We have got 4,800 for
greetings,
3-panel
neighbor.
windows. Moana.
Aw, yeah.
And, oh, one of my favorites, 6,800
Good day
for
to
the
you.
lion statue from Beauty and the Beast. Love that one.
Ah,
And that's going to do it for Scrooge's
Bye-bye.
daily inventory. All right, everyone. Try to keep this video a little shorter. I hope you all have a magical Monday. Go out there and spread some of that magic to your family, your friends, and your pets. Everyone that you meet today, wish them a wonderful, magical day. And, hopefully that will put a smile on their face and they can pass it along to someone else, their happiness. So that's how we change the world, one person at a time. Please share my Twitter, share my YouTube to everyone. Comment, like, subscribe if you can. This is how we save animals' lives every day. I'll be putting up some more Zelda. I do some small videos of odd puzzles and stuff, but the main ones will be coming out as I edit them, which I'll probably get some more done today. I just had a lot to do, so I can only do so much. One person. But we'll get them out there. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday. Take care, everyone. I'll see you later on other videos, and if not, on the Daily Show tomorrow morning.